So the first one, the person's going to have a regular frame. The second one, your partner's going to have a head and arm control with the weight on top of you, like this. And the third one, you guys are going to have underhook. Okay, probably in the underhook, the person probably is going to have a head control still, but you guys are going to have a forward side underhook. Okay? So pay attention, because the first move that I'm going to show you guys is the move that you guys go through the entire class. Okay? So when Cash is here, and he doesn't have my head control yet, one thing that I never do, there's two things that I never do. One thing that I never do is lock my legs. Because in the moment that I lock my legs, I stuck myself. Okay? There's times that you guys need to lock your legs. Let's say, I'm going to give you guys an example. Maybe Cash starts to slide his knee out, and I feel I'm going to end up getting past. Sometimes in this position, I lock down here, just to bring his knee back to the floor. Then I unlock my legs again. Okay? Why? Because I want to bring his knee back to the floor. But you guys need to understand that in the moment that you guys lock your legs, there's no movement that you create. You hold in the position, but there's no movement. And to escape those situations, you need to create movement. The other thing that I never do is do a strong bridge towards to the side and do this with my frames. Because now I give my partner control over my head and arm. And this is terrible, okay? This is always going to be a disaster if you do that. Okay, that's the other thing that I never do. The other thing that I never do, if I do have a frames on him, I never push on the hips. Because in the moment that I go to the hips, he's hugging my head. Okay, those things I never do. I always maintain my frames if it's possible. Okay, the first frame that you're going to do is going to be the forearm frame. You guys are going to cup your partner's triceps, your elbow is going to be tight, and you're going to create a line with your pinky under your partner's jaw. And look how my hands go to the shoulder, the other elbow go to the shoulder as well. Cash has pressure on me. One thing that I have been seeing a lot during specific training, you guys doing this, look. You guys kind of like overextend yourself and push the person down in the hips. If that happens, if you Cash walking towards my hips as a leg weave, I always gonna get B here. My hips get collapsed, my bow legs face one side. Now Cash step out, and now he has the pass. Okay? When my partner apply pressure towards me, what is the concept here? You need to redirect the weight. You don't push against the person, you push the person to the side of the leg the person has outside. I want to bring his head that he wants to be with the head across. I want to bring his head towards to this side. That's the concept in half guard. So you always want to try to push your partner's head to the opposite side your partner wants to have the head. My partner wants to have the head across. I want to have his head on the same side of his leg. Whatever side your partner is, that's the side you guys should push the head. So my partner is here, he's pushing the weight on me. I keep my legs nice and tight. Now, as he's driving the weight on me, I bridge over my shoulder. I push his head this way just to create a little bit of separation. Look how I need to maintain that bridge. So a bridge is not this, look guys. This looks like a fish of water, right? You don't go anywhere. So you bridge over the shoulder, and you start to create macro adjustments. What I mean with that, I start to move my hips away. He's probably going to try to follow me, and now I go low knee shoot. Okay? So keep the hips. I go low knee shoot, and when I go low knee shoot, I never go all the way through, like this. If my knee go all the way through, he's smash my bow legs, sprawl, and now my legs get collapsed. Okay? I always leave half of my leg out, like this. Okay? What my bottom leg is doing is create a pulling motion, and my top leg is create a pushing motion. I need to create tension on his body. Okay? I'm not just pushing away, I'm pulling with my bottom leg, and I'm pushing with my top leg. Why? To create tension on him. Even that he has a good position, he's going to feel uncomfortable. Okay? As soon as I get here, I do a chest escape to create space. When I do a chest escape, I start to use my elbow to push, and my knee now from low knee shoot, go high, close to the near shoulder. And now I grab his collar. When I grab the collar, I always grab the collar, palm facing up. Now I ask you guys why. What is the reason why I grab the collar across, deeper on his collar? Who knows? Zoe. To be able to work submissions on him. Because now anytime that Cash put pressure on me, I can start to work submissions on him. So every time you have a good grip in the collar, the person has to respect that. Let's say if Cash starts putting his head too much down, below my head, I can go loop choke. If Cash keep his head up, I can go front choke. Okay? So that's why the grip has to go to the collar, right? When you grab the collar, you grab it soft. The person cannot think too much about the grip. Because whatever mistake the person make with the head down, you have a choke here. Does that make sense? Okay? So now look how Cash still have his knee pinch on my leg. From the frame, I control the sleeve. Now I'm going to create a little scissor, kind of like a scissor sweep here, just to make it Cash off position. And now I bring my knee to my chest and I paddle, and now I have a guard back. Okay? Now from here, I totally shift my focus. I'm not escaping anymore. Now I'm attacking. Can be anything. Okay? Can be a triangle. Can be an arm bar. Can be a choke. Maybe Cash has more experience. He starts to place his knee up. I can start to go de la riva. I start to attack him. Okay? My focus totally change in the moment that I regard. Okay? Now you're going to do the same thing when the person has head and arm control. So let's say Cash has head and arm control here and end up in this position. Again, one thing that I never do, I never try to bring my frame back in this position because I know I do have no space here. If I bridge it here, look at what is going to happen. He's trap my arm. So I'm gonna bring his head to this side of his body by using my biceps. So look, I control, I frame his hips, I push in as much as I could away, and I do the same thing. I bridge, pushing away, I shrimp, keep the head. I shrimp, I go low knee shoot, I chest escape, keep the head. When I chest escape, I start to create space. Look, I frame, high knee shoot, now it's the same position. Does that make sense? So you guys need to do the drills with the resistance to you guys be able to do that. Okay? So now from here, I create a little scissor, and I'll regard. And I'll have the guard back. Okay? So once again, this one. So Cash has the head control. I frame. So even if you drop the hips on the floor, guys. So look, I keep my knees nice and pinch. When I bridge, I make sure this leg stay, because if I bridge and this leg go out, he pass. Look, pass. Okay? I maintain the leg tight. I bridge, I shrimp, low knee shoot. Now look, tension the leg. I move my chest away, just to frame. When I frame, I break, and now I go high. And now I have a good position. Maybe Cash starts to apply pressure towards me. I start to submission. He's going to have to defend him. I regard. Now I keep attacking him. Okay? And the last one, you guys going to use a small knee lever here. Look, when my partner starts to drive the weight towards me, and I feel like I cannot push, I'm going to use a knee lever to off-balance him and make him pulse the hands on the floor to get a far side underhook. A far side, okay, guys? So look, I use a knee lever. I go far side underhook. When Cash starts to come back, I move my hips away, and look, low knee shoot, same thing. I move my chest away, frame, and now I have the same thing. You guys see how it's the same concept? All the three techniques, same concept. It's the same idea. Okay, I bridge, shrimp, low knee shield, chest escape, and then I have the guard back. I want you guys to add this as well, look. So let's say Cash is here, my hands is over the shoulder, I'm trying to shrimp, but every time I'm trying, he's follow me. And I can never create space enough to place my knee inside. If you feel like your knee cannot come inside, the person will always fall on your hips, you guys gonna probably have to operate with a butterfly guard. A butterfly, half butterfly. To the half butterfly, try to find a grip in your partner's belt, if the belt's there. And look at what this grip does. I'm not gonna keep it just holding here, look over the shoulder. I'm gonna try to get as close as possible to his shoulder, more towards the outside. I wanna pin his shoulder down. I wanna create a frame with the grip that I have in the belt. Does that make sense? Okay, don't grab it like a too high here, look close to the ear, more close to the shoulder. Okay? So now I pin, look, I try to kind of like a pin his shoulder down here. Okay, I try to apply pressure here and frame on his shoulder. Now when I move away, look, I'm gonna try to use this inside leg to deliver to my hook. So look, I can either place my hook on the leg, But it's better if I use this leg to deliver to my hook, look. And now I have a butterfly hook in place. Now I can use the butterfly hook to start, look, I pull my knees to my chest. I never try to kick it from here. Because if I kick in from here, he do a hip switch. And he always beat me here. Okay? So look, I pull my knee to my chest. And now I start to elevate to my leg get free, look. Now I have a 2 hooks inside. I can go in seated position. Now again, look, I'm positioned to attack him. Okay? Main details here is the frame on the belt. When you shrimp, try to use the inside leg to deliver to the hook. And don't try to kick from here. Pull your knee to your chest. The more you bring the person over you, easier becoming to go 2 hooks inside. And now I can escape. Okay? I want you guys to add this one. And try to add this one now. When you guys knee lever now, so let's say Cash is getting here. When I knee lever now, let's say if I go here, I can always block his triceps and go under this leg, look. And now I have single leg X in place. So maybe you knee lever very strong and the person will go very away from you. Okay? So let's say I go here. It's very away from me. I pull my knee to my chest. This become an knee shoot. And now I have a on leg X in place. Okay? On the near leg. Not in the far side. Okay? I saw a few people here trap here. Try to avoid this. I saw a few people hugging and try to throw the person over. So this frame is either here or here. Don't hug it with this arm. Okay? Framing. Okay? So again, I knee lever. Maybe he's very away from me. I go 1, 2. Okay? Let's do a few reps with our resistance. And then you're going to place resistance again, okay? So one last time. So maybe Cash is here now. I'm trying to shrimp. I try to place my knee inside. It's not working. My partner is following my hips. I grab the belt. Now my knee, look, my inside leg, bring the leg to my hook. I pull my knee to my chest. Now I start to elevate to get this leg free. And now I go in seated position because I have butterfly. I don't want to be here, look on my back. And now Cash go some form of body lock pass. And I end up getting pass again. Okay, from here, I do a forward shifting. And now I have a butterfly in place. Okay? Or maybe a knee lever, but I did it very strong. He catches very away from me. I go 1, 2. Look how I put my knee to my chest. And now I have on leg X in place. And you out. Okay? Do a few reps. And then you go do with the resistance again. Okay? Bye. 1, 2.